Okay, welcome back, guys, and welcome back to the next mission. This is mission, technically I think this is mission 8. I had to fly another mission after the last one, just to get the sort of dates to sort of correlate, really. So we're now on the 22nd of December 1943, and on this date the 381st bombed Osnabruck. Now I think we were actually the 332nd Squadron. I think they went to attack a rail junction. But that's not a target, unfortunately. But the 533rd Squadron attacked an industrial centre. So that's what we're attacking today, of an aircraft factory as well as a secondary. So yeah, there was another mission sort of done just after the last. I went back to Bremen. I didn't bother posting that because I was just getting a bit too repetitive. Annoyingly, we lost 3 bombers, and those were during landing as well. So we lost Eagle's Wrath, Target for tonight, and our ACK or something. We lost them on landing, annoyingly. I don't really know what happened. One got shot down over the target, near the target, and I was sort of nursing that back to the UK, or back to England. Then it sort of crashed at some point while I was landing another aircraft. And then we lost 2 others during the sort of landing pattern. I don't really know what happened to them, but got back to them and they had sort of crashed. So annoyingly, we lost 3 on the sort of last mission. So we got 3 newbies. Easy Does It, Cutty Sark, and the Bad Penny, I think. So we've got a few newbies here. So they're going to be on the first mission. In fact, who is on their first mission? Yeah, Easy Does It. Well, that's the first mission for them. Cutty Sark, that's going to be the first mission for them. Bad Penny's first mission for them, and Winged Victory, that's going to be their first mission as well. Going to have maximum effort. They're going to be leading the group down the 4th mission, and we got not your wife. Your wife's an original bomber, but let's go Bombshell Blonde, I think. So yeah, that's the lineup. Let's just tick it on my list so I know who's doing it. There we go, that's done. So those are the bombers. Apologies, I've got a bit of a cold at the minute, so I'm probably sniffing and snorting and sneezing and all sorts of things at the minute. So bear with me. Here's the map. So this is going to be Osnabruck. So again, as usual, sort of in and out as much as we can, just because there's lots of fighters around, and we know there's a bit of a fighter bug at the minute where the sort of guns get a bit ineffective after a couple of waves, and essentially you can run out of ammunition pretty quickly as well. So I don't want to sort of be too long in towards enemy territory. There's Bremen, that's what we've been doing the last few missions, and this is Osnabruck here. So this is the industrial complex. So the sort of heading we want to sort of do that would be sort of 060 or 240. So I've sort of gone towards the southwest. And then sort of a quick egress out. We'll obviously adapt this if we need to, just to dive out. Again, I don't really want to come in this way because there's probably quite a lot of flak to fly through to get to the target. And then back out again, back to the north, and then obviously back to base. So that's the plan. Let's go and do a quick brief, and let's have a quick look at the film. So again, as always, these films sort of fly from west to east. Excuse me. Nice big target again, similar to the Bremen Focke factory. So massive targets. It's going to be very, very difficult to miss this one. Famous last words. But hopefully we should be able to get it. There's obviously a train line there to the north. So it should be quite easy to spot, and should be able to do a fair bit of damage. So there we go. There's film. Here's the brief. The industrial centre, an aircraft factory, and the communication. I tried to look at the communication centre, couldn't see it at all, so I think that's a very small target. 2 Squadron P-47s, medium priority this. That's alright, that's what they bombed on this day, so that's what we're going for. Aircraft factory, that's priority high. And a communication centre as well. So let's sign this off and let's crack on. Right, there we go. 1st of December. That's not right, is it? It's the 22nd of December. Oh, well, whatever. Done. Start the engines. Weather, not looking too bad. Fairly happy. Right, as always, let the computer do all this. We get airborne, and we form up and crack on with the mission.
Mixture auto rich. Booster pumps on.
Jesus, fighters! I'm going to try and do a little couple of second bursts. And that's probably more accurate what they did, rather than just keep my finger on the trigger all the time. Of course, loads of them. Well, they may be the P-47s potentially. One. See if we get the ball turret to get some. Oh, stop wasting your ammunition. There's no wonder they run out so quickly. Oh yeah, it's good hits on that one. That was a complete miss, I think, that one. Oh, got one bomber smoking. Is that one of ours? Can't quite tell. There's one bomber there. Don't think it's one of our squadrons. There we go, looks like we lose the bomber. I think that's from the lower squadron. Two of his engines are smoking. I don't think he's going to have much luck. He's going to have to return back to base, I think. He'll be dropping out of formation, I think. Right, it's lost another bomber. So we lost another bomber from the higher squadron. Not really much we can do about that. Let's get see what he says about the weather. The little friends have done most of their job. They've got rid of most of the fighters. There we go. Fair with 5 times. That's absolutely fine. So we can do that. It's such a big target. It's no problem. We shouldn't be able to miss that. Quick look at at the secondary and the tertiary as well. Secondary is the same. Tertiary is fine as well. So yeah, no problems. Getting you back on the cheek gun. Good. So let's just stick with the primary target. Most of the fighters are gone now. There's a couple of remaining, but I think we've managed to beat most of them away. Fortunately, lost a couple of bombers, sadly. So I think it's been a mid-air collision with one of the enemy fighters, one of the higher squadron B17s. We've lost them, sadly, and obviously we lost one of the lower squadron B17s as well. So we're missing one of them. But fortunately, all of our squadron so far is doing okay. Right, here we go. So, start the bomb run. Just want to head in about 240 degrees.
You're on the bomb run.
Needs to go up to 750 as well. There we go. Right. It's just a case of finding the target. Looks like that could be it right there. There are two targets. There's a aircraft factory right next to it, and then the main industrial complex. So it's one of these two. Heading 2-3. So yeah, that's probably about right. So I think we found it. I think that's pretty much it. Just under the clouds. There we go. We can see a target down there. See the train track, that's to the north. There's another target over here. Yeah, that would be the aircraft factory there, just to the right. So that's what we want, that one right there. Sort this drift out. A little bit of cloud about. It's not going to be the easiest. There comes the flak. So heading, if we were heading maybe a little bit more 220, that probably would have been a bit better. We would have had maybe a better spread. So going that way. It's going to work out too badly. Drifted just a little bit to the left. That mean point of impact just on that second building there, that should hopefully work out. We should sort of drop that bombs around here just at the start, and then that should trail through. Heading, yeah, slightly sort of lesser heading of 220 probably would have been absolutely perfect. That's okay. Not going to criticise too much. This should be pretty good. There we go, hopefully that's going to do a pretty decent job. Everyone else is releasing their bombs as well, that's nice. There we go. So yeah, just maybe a little bit early. That's good. There we go. Perfect. Pretty good spacing as well. So yeah, there we go. That's not a bad job. Maybe a couple of buildings missed, so a couple to the north. Come back and do those maybe another day. Those ones there as well. But on the whole, I think that's a reasonably decent job. Oh, looks like the bomb bay doors are stuck on this one. They're slowly coming in. Yeah, they wind them in. That's okay. No worries. Right, let's just egress out the target now. Deal with the fighters, get back to base, have a debrief, and see how we got on. So here we go. So this is the bad pennies. This one's dropped out of formation. This is the one that had the fuel leak from the engine 2, or the number 2 fuel tank. So we've secured that. We've secured that engine. It's all nice and feathered now. And fortunately, it looks like it's doing a pretty good job as well. It's out of formation. It just needs to fly this head in now, back to base. And its position isn't too bad. Actually, it's just so we update the navigation. Roughly where we are. We are just over here somewhere. There's the road crossing the river, yeah. There's that little jink in the river. So yeah, we're there. So just keeping this navigation accuracy updated for him, just so he knows where he's going. But he seems to be doing a pretty decent job actually. The aircraft's nice and stable. It's not drifting off to the left or sort of wandering around. So I think these guys should be pretty good just to get back to base on their own. They should be left alone, should be any enemy fighters that are going to attack them. So we're keeping an eye on them, just make sure they're doing okay, just update the navigation every now and again. But the rest of the bombers, we've climbed them back up to 30,000 feet. Main reason for that is just so they can get back a little bit quicker, because obviously their true airspeed is a little bit higher at this sort of height, so it just means we can land all these bombers before we have to worry about the bad penny that's dropped out of formation. In terms of where they are, where are we? So just gone past that navigation fix, already ahead, and the bad penny was down here somewhere. Trying to find it, was lost it now. Trying to keep track of where they were. They were somewhere around here, I think. That's alright. They're keeping an eye on them, it's not too bad. And we'll just make sure they get back to base. Anyway, they're down there somewhere, and we'll get these this formation back. So you read that little circular bit there, so that's quite easy to spot. So we'll just keep this obviously up to date as well. So just update the position on the map. Good. Leave them to it, and then we'll get all these aircraft back to base safely. Right, so here we are. So pretty much all the aircraft are back to base. Got the bad penny back as well. They've managed to find their way back to base as well, which is good. All aircraft on the ground apart from the lead aircraft. They're just still circling, but everybody else is down, I think, which is good. So let's see if we can land the bad penny, which again shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's just take control so we can get the landing gear down. Hopefully that'll go down okay. It does. Let's take control. Flaps down as well. Not the tail wheel. Not too many injuries as well. There's a couple of injuries on the way back from the targets, but generally it's not so bad. I think one of the other squadron bombers looks like it's slewed off to the left there. So not the greatest landing for them. Bit of a bump, but we're down. That will do. Nope. Alright, we're back to the computer. Making taxi onto the stand. So that's it, just the lead aircraft to get down, but I'm sure they're not going to have any problems landing in the next few minutes. Most of the other bombers have made it. I'm not too sure about the bomber. A couple of other bombers that from the other squadrons, have to count them up, but doesn't matter. I think we're all pretty much back to base, so let's go have a quick look at the debrief. Right, there we go. It's a debrief. Let's have a quick look. Excuse me. So no bombers lost. Again, no distance flown. So managed to get the industrial sense, which is good. Enemy fighters shot down 9 and totally destroyed. Good. So it's a little bit better than I thought. So a few wounds. Whitfield there, he's got a severe wound. But there we go. We can sort that out. Another severe wound there. Yeah, pretty good damage. That's not too bad at all. So lots of purple hearts for people that have been damaged. No missing crews accounted for. No, we got Bad Penny. They were sort of damaged, but we managed to get them back to base, which is good. So that's that one done. So the next mission now is what did I say it was? Where's the missions? There it is. So yeah, the next mission is down to Cove, which I believe is this one here, I think. Was it Watton? I think it's maybe Watton. I think it's that one there. So I think there's a village called Cove somewhere around here. It's not called that in the game, but I think it's this one basically that they were attacking. And then there's a couple of other special sites as well, which we'll have a look at as maybe alternate targets. But this is going to be the next mission, so going to be a pretty quick one, which is quite nice. It's only there to there, so this will be done very, very quickly. And we'll do that, and then what's after that? So it's Ludwigshafen. That's going to be the next one. So that's going to be the deeper mission to here, and I think they hit the chemical factory, and that was done on the 30th of December. So yeah, this one's going to be the next one. So it's a bit more of a deeper mission. This one probably the furthest we've been so far. So we have to make sure that's planned correctly to sort of stay out of the fighter zones probably as best we can. Probably come down here, I think, and maybe just look at those two in quickly and then out again and then back home. But first off, the next mission, so we'll be doing Cove, so doing these special weapon sites for the next mission. So see you on that one, and we'll see you all later. Cheerio.